All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to talk about something that's absolutely crucial for anyone in tech who's looking to level up. We're moving beyond just the code. We're talking about the skills that take a great developer and turn them into a truly impactful leader. So if you've ever felt like your technical skills just aren't enough to get you to that next step, well, you are in exactly the right place. So, does this sound familiar? You're a rockstar coder, right? You ship clean code, you tackle the gnarliest problems, but then you look around and other people are moving up into leadership roles while you feel, well, stuck, like you've hit a ceiling. It's super common, and man, is it frustrating. Yeah, there's actually a name for this. It's called the senioritis trap. It's that exact point where your technical brilliance, the very thing that made you a star, suddenly isn't enough to move you forward. And here's the kicker. The skills that got you here are not the same skills that are going to get you there. So how do you break out of that trap? Where do you even start? Well, it all kicks off with communication. And I don't just mean talking. I mean the art of turning raw data, those bytes of information, into real, honest-to-goodness breakthroughs for your team.
Okay, look at this. This is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. On the left, you've got stuff like, this code is a mess. I mean, that just shuts someone down, right? But on the right, this logic is solid. How can we refactor for better readability? See the difference? That opens up a conversation. It's the difference between tearing someone down and actually building them up. And that's the whole game.
So when it comes right down to it, great leadership communication really boils down to these three things. You've got to be a translator, making super complex tech stuff sound simple. You need to be an active listener to really get what your stakeholders are worried about. And, like we just saw, you have to be a coach, building your team up, not knocking them down. All right, so clear communication is huge. Got it. But let's be real. Projects are never just about pure logic and code, are they? Deadlines start closing in, a surprise bug pops up, and suddenly stress levels are through the roof. What do you do then? What happens when that clear, logical path gets all tangled up in, well, human emotion? And that brings us to the next piece of the puzzle, the leader's secret weapon, if you will, emotional intelligence, or EQ. This is how you handle the messy, complicated, human side of building things. Now let's be super clear about something. Emotional intelligence isn't just about being nice or touchy-feely. No way. It's a strategic skill. It's about having the self-awareness to know what's driving you and the social awareness to understand and influence the emotions of the people around you. It's incredibly powerful. When you break it down, a leader's EQ really stands on three legs. First, self-awareness. Knowing your own hot buttons and triggers. Then there's empathy, and I mean genuinely seeing things from your team's point of view. And finally, resilience. That's the ability to stay calm and lead when, production is on fire or you have to make a hard pivot. You absolutely need all three. Okay, so once you've got a handle on communication and EQ, you can start to make a really big shift. You stop just managing the day-to-day, the present, and you start actually shaping the future. And that's where strategic vision and influence come into play. It's one thing to see the future, it's another thing entirely to get other people excited enough to build it with you. I love this quote because it just nails it. You can have the most elegant, beautiful code in the world, but if your team doesn't get why they're building what they're building, if they don't feel that shared purpose, motivation just evaporates. A great leader is obsessed with the why. And this really shows the big shift in what leadership looks like today. The old way was all about directing, giving orders from on high. It was about compliance. But the modern leader, they operate on influence. They don't just hand out tasks, they build consensus. They don't want compliance. They want genuine commitment to that shared vision we were just talking about. Okay, I know this might sound like a lot to take in, but look, becoming a leader isn't like flipping a switch. It's a journey. So let's make this practical. Let's talk about an actual action plan. How do you start building these skills, like tomorrow? Step 1, get a mentor. Seriously, find someone you admire as a leader and just soak up everything you can from them. Step 2, practice, practice, practice. Don't wait for some big leadership moment. Treat every single meeting, every one-on-one as your personal gym for honing these skills. And number 3, never stop learning. Read books, listen to podcasts. The tech world changes in a heartbeat, and so do the challenges of leading people. So look, your code, your technical chops, that's the foundation. It's what got you in the door and earned you respect. And that is a massive achievement. Don't ever forget that. But it's not what's going to get you to that next level. So the real question, the one you got to ask yourself now is, Your code got you here. What will you build next with people?